Hi, hey, hello, how's it going? It's Emily. And today we're going to have a summer recommendations video, but I wanted to do it a little bit differently, mostly because I'm lazy. So my books are scattered in quite a few different places, and I could take all of the books from upstairs that I recommend for the summer, take all the books off of these shelves behind me that I recommend for the summer, put them in a giant pile here that would inevitably fall over multiple times. I would either need to take multiple trips to get all the books down here or risk those falling all over the place as well. So I figured instead of doing that and having a sit down video, let's get the bookshelves in view, shall we? Um, and instead of doing that and sitting in one place and going through all of the books, let's take a little tour of my bookshelves, but just to look for the books that I recommend for the summer. How does that sound? Figure it would be much easier for me to take the camera around and just carry that around and just point out the books that I think would be perfect for summer and go from there and just kind of chat through them really quickly. It's going to be a really brief on each book because there are quite a few that I think would be great for summer. And I'll give a general vibe of what a lot of these books are going to be. So Middle Eastern folklore-inspired fantasies tend to feel very summery for me. They tend to be in really warm, sandy locations and, involve djinn magic, and all of that just makes me feel summer. I also love reading all of my pirate books in the summer, on the high seas kind of stories, and any mermaid stories as well. I love to read in the summer. So those are some of the vibes for some of the books as well. And then, just summer romances, summer-centered romances that take place at weddings, or for some other reason we're on vacation or something, just in some way make me think of the summer. And so without further ado, let's take a little tour of my bookshelves, and I will show you the books that I think would be perfect to add to your summer reading list. And let's go. So let's start here. This is my pirate shelf. How cute is this guy? I love him. And this was a card that Matt made for me for Valentine's Day. But I also have the Adventures of Amina al-Sarafi here. And I need to read the second one that just came out in May. And this is a pirate adventure. She's getting the crew together for one last mission. Absolutely love it. We go over here. I've got the Fable duology. And absolutely love this duology. Very summer vibes. I also have Sing Me to Sleep. This is by Gabby Burton, and this is a siren fantasy story. This is the second book in that series. I also have this duology, which is Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. And this book is right here as well, is another book set in that world. So absolutely love that series. I've got Deeper Waters, which is a queer young adult pirate story that was so much fun. Another pirate one here, Capitana. We've got a mermaid fantasy, Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. These two books, Saint and the Last Legacy, are in the Fable world. They're standalones in the Fable world. And then I've also got, this series is so underrated. I haven't heard people talk about this in a long time. Yes, it is an older series, but absolutely love it. This is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. And that whole series is incredible. This is Lore of the Tides by Annalisa Brana. And this is the second one, is a little more sea-based. It's a fae story, which the first one definitely gave me fall vibes, but I don't know, I just put it here because the cover is absolutely stunning. All right, let's head over here because there are a few in this one as well. So let's see, bookshops, and knock over all of the books. Bookshops in Bone Dust by Travis Baldree definitely gave me summer vibes. The first one definitely gave me fall vibes, Legends and Lattes, but that one definitely gives me summer vibes. A Pirate's Life for Tea is another piratey one that's perfect for the summer. This is the second book in the series. The first one, once again, definitely gave me fall, winter vibes, and that one definitely gave me summer vibes. Let's see, we can go over here to talk about this one as well. This is a recent one. This is Metal Slinger. And this one involves a fantasy world where there's a whole group of people who basically live out at sea, and there are politics with the groups of people or the kingdoms on the mainland. Super fun. Absolutely love this one. That ending, though, had a ton of fun with this one. All right, let's move up just a little bit. So I do also want to mention both of these series here. The City of Brass series by S.A. Chakraborty, or the David Bod trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty, as well as the Just Said Heir and Just Said Crown. Perfect for the summer. These are in the Middle Eastern fantasy-inspired category that just give me summer vibes. So I think that's all that I have on these shelves that I wanted to mention. So let's head upstairs and talk about some of those books. Okay, so here we have the shelves upstairs. I do want to mention these books right here. This is A Letter to the Luminous Deep and A Letter from the Lonesome Shore. And these were fantastic. They were very different, more literary, epistolary novels, but if you want something, just a very different vibe that still gives you summer. I mean, look at that cover. Does that not give you summer vibes? She lives in a house under the sea. And yeah, it's great. It's great. Slightly historical or kind of vibes. So if that's something that sounds great, would recommend. I also have All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace, which was a fun seafaring fantasy where she's going around to different parts of the kingdom. So definitely fun. Up here, we have some more fantasies that are in the Middle Eastern inspired fantasy area. So we have We Hunt the Flame. We've got the Wrath and the Dawn duology. And then we've got For She Is Wrath. That one was super fun. It's a standalone. And this one is, oh man, I have the cover reversed. Girl Serpent Thorn. Yeah, Girl Serpent Thorn is another one that's inspired by Middle Eastern mythology. I mean, the cover artwork alone on the reverse of the dust jacket, definitely summer vibes for me. Also loved The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. This is so much fun, very hot, sandy location, involves gen magic, definitely an ode to storytelling, and it was so much fun. There's also the Spice Road. There are two of them out right now, along with this series as well. There are two of them out, waiting for the third one, but this is another one that involves Jen and is just so much fun. There's also the Ember and the Ashes quartet, which maybe feels slightly less summery to me, but still could be great for the summer. All right, let's go check out some of the summer romances. So I do have the summer romances all on one shelf here. So we've got Happy Place by Emily Henry. They're at a summer house by the lake, found family, second chance romance, super fun. We've got is he a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever, romance, A Summer in the City by Alex Astor. Paradise Problem involves fake dating at a wedding in the summer. The Love Haters was also a fun one from Kaplan Center. The Shippers that just came out also seems like it would be perfect for the summer, but I have not read that one yet. Of course, classic The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Fake dating in a tropical setting. Love it. There's The Love Deception that takes place at a wedding. There's Dare to Au Pair that follows a character who goes to the south of France during the summer to au pair for a family and her adventures. We've got Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This whole series is, oh sorry, let me tilt that back up. This whole series is so much fun. It takes place at a Renaissance fair, or particularly the first one centers around the Renaissance fair, and it's great. Beach read, two writers switch genres for a summer and they're rival writers. It's great. Just for the summer, if you want a more emotional one, Abby Jimenez always delivers the emotional trauma. So if you want a more emotional summer romance, just for the summer is a great option. Temple of Swoon by Joe Segura is the book that follows Raiders of the Lost Heart, or is a companion novel to that one. These are fun, just adventure, like, I don't know, Indiana Jones style adventure romances that are a ton of fun. And then there's Problematic Summer Romance by Ellie Hazelwood. And this one follows an age gap friends to lovers romance that, you know, is centered around a friend's wedding. And there's also The Pairing by Casey McQuiston. No book has ever made me want to go on a food tour of Europe like this one, or go to Europe in general, more than this one has. They have a second chance romance on a food and drink tour of Europe, and oh my god, I was living my best vicarious life in this one. So those are my main summer romances. So let's go back down and close this video out. So I hope that was a fun way to see some summer recommendations. As I said, it just seemed like it was a little bit simpler to film it that way. I don't know. Hopefully that was a fun way to do it. Let me know what you think, and I can do future like seasonal recommendation videos like that. And I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, but yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to let me know what you're planning to read for summer. Do you have any of these on your list? Have you read any of these? And hopefully I put some on your radar for this summer. There definitely are quite a few summer ones that I am very much looking forward to this summer, including, as I said, the follow-up to Amin al-Sarafi. And actually, I forgot to mention the book that comes after Metal Slinger is also has recently come out, and so that's another one that I would like to continue the series. So lots of great summer reading, and hopefully this added something fun to your list or put something on your radar. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe for more bookish content, and I will put links to a bunch of stuff below: my Instagram, my Pango, if you want to check out what's available for sale on my Pango, what used books are there, my Etsy store with just a few designs, and then I'll also put more information below about how you can support the Black Lives Matter movement, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.